Next question is, can you hypnotize someone to stop drinking? All right, good question. And this is an intriguing question because there is a follow-up question to this. And I guess I'm going to answer it both ways. The first question is it for you? And the second question is it for someone else? So I'm going to start with the someone else first. Like this, as an advanced conversational hypnosis trainer, and even as I was just starting to study hypnotherapy, it's very common for people to be like, can you hypnotize this person in my life to stop doing the annoying thing that I want them to stop, right? First of all, no. Just going to be flat out answering that as a no. We cannot influence people's internal change to happen. It has to come from them. We cannot change anyone. They have to want it bad enough in order for them to change. And, this is controversial, but, as an ex-people pleaser with very high codependent tendencies, I fell into this trap, right? And it came from really wanting the best for them because, with the question about drinking, we know that drinking ain't good for us, and we're just looking out for that person's health. And this is the challenging part where we know that. And to be honest, they know that. Like people aren't dumb. People, um, people, that's that's controversial, but for most parts, people logically know that these things that they're doing aren't good for them, right? There is an emotional internal reason as to why we're picking up that unhealthy behavior. And and so if we can't, truth of the matter is we can't change anyone, really. That's the long part of it. And it's very difficult for us who truly care about our loved ones, our friends and family who are um, displaying these behaviors and at the same time soothe ourselves in saying, okay, unfortunately, I can't change anyone, and sort of just be that person who will support the person when they're ready. So if that is the case, if it is for someone else, then no, we cannot hypnotize someone else to change, despite the stage hypnosis stuff. That's different video for a different day. But no, we cannot change someone else. They have to be a willing participant in their transformation. And this is for any methodology, right? This could be working out as well. You can force someone to work out, but if they're not in it, they're not going to find the ways to consistently do it or even have results because they are just not in it. So that's the first part. But answering the second part of can you hypnotize someone to stop alcoholism or change their behaviors towards alcohol, uh, the short answer is yes, but it's a very nuanced thing, especially if it's alcohol. Because alcohol, especially if the person is a heavy drinker, the withdrawal symptoms can be very, very, very detrimental and can lead to death and seizures. And so this takes a holistic approach to really look at where the person is at in terms of their drinking habits. But I can tell you now what hypnosis can help with regards to alcoholism, which is hypnosis can help the client to find better coping strategies is one of the ways. And second, get to the root of what's driving them to seek alcohol to begin with, because truth of the matter is alcoholism is just a symptom of an underlying problem. And so this is what I teach my advanced conversational hypnosis students. When our clients come to us, it is a symptom. Alcoholism symptom. It is up to us to find the deep layer as to what is driving that behavior. So, what is the inner driver for them to seek alcohol? I can tell you now that I had a client years ago who wanted to work on alcohol, but what actually came up was a lot of social anxiety and inner feelings of feeling not good enough and feelings of and perfectionism. And so because of, the perfectionism, wanting to be perceived a certain way and feeling not good enough when they are in social situations, that inner driver had caused them to seek alcohol because of whatever process that is happening when those old triggers came up. And so these are the things that hypnosis can definitely help us with. Hypnosis can help us deal with, the anxiety, the social anxiety, the perfectionism, the deeper drivers that drive someone to seek alcohol is definitely something that hypnosis can help with. But again, with alcoholism, I always tell all of my students and even colleagues to be very, very careful and be mindful of where the client is at with their journey, because if they're currently drinking heavily at this time and they stop, that could be very, very dangerous for them physiologically, because the body needs to be catching up, although they although in hypnosis, and this is actually what happened to one of my colleagues, although the hypnosis truly stopped the person's cravings like completely, and they actually stopped the alcohol from being a heavy drinker, they had to unfortunately go back to drinking a little bit of alcohol because the detox symptoms were just too much and potentially dangerous. So it can definitely help in many ways, but again, it takes a holistic approach.